Elevated experience, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the Tuneup, how to run a perfect tune-up every time. And you might not be as good as us, but you will be someday just by watching this video. So first thing you're going to do is fill this sheet out completely, okay? If your client's pretty intelligent, they're going to see that you didn't fill out the job number, you didn't fill out their email. Completely fill out the heading, completely fill out this whole list, because they're going to be paying attention. So this is a tool just as much as this is a tool. And that's why we're going over this today, okay? So, Zach.
Yeah.
First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna park our van and we're gonna walk up to the door, right?
Right.
And we have a company-wide knock here at Elevated, okay? Everybody loves this. If you're not knocking this way, you need to knock this way. That little Looney Tunes knock, right?
It's great.
You're not knocking like you're the cops. You're not knocking on the door like you're gonna bust it down. And you're not ringing the doorbell either.
It's inviting.
Jehovah's Witnesses ring the doorbell. So we're gonna start by asking the client, hey, did I park my van okay today? Am I in the way of anything or anything like that? They're gonna be like, no. And you're affirming that they're telling you, you're asking a question to be of service, right? This is the first thing you do. And then you're gonna get into the house, you put your shoe booties on, and you're gonna start going through your system assessment. This system assessment is done with the client. So you're gonna go throughout the house, find the thermostat together, ask them questions. They're like, how long have you lived here? Have you had maintenance? Stuff like that.
Right.
You're gonna go through this whole checklist. And you're building a relationship, you're building a friendship when you're doing this.
And we're also learning a lot about the system, right? What temperatures they like the house in the winter and the summer, and if their kids got allergies.
Yeah, what makes them comfortable, right?
Exactly.
So when you're doing this, you wanna get to the point where you're not reading off a checklist. You wanna make it personal. You wanna make it relatable. You maybe share some stories about when they tell you something, oh, I've been there too, man. I feel the same way.
Absolutely.
Right? So we're gonna go through the system assessment. And then you're working your way to the equipment, and you're gonna be doing your assessment as you go throughout the house.
So we're going to be checking in that assessment. Like, what are we looking at in the equipment for? We're looking for safety, we're looking for efficiencies, gas pressures and such. Is that right?
Yeah, totally. We do. Here at Elevated, we have more than a 50-point checklist, 103-point checklist, actually.
It's
to be
pretty
more
big.
specific, yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, there's system assessment, there's ductwork assessment, heating and air conditioning, and furnace. So let's say we're just here for a furnace tune-up today, right?
Right.
So we're gonna go through our system assessment with our client, finding the return, finding the thermostat, turning the system on, and always turn your system on, because some people do some shady stuff, and they're hoping you're not gonna turn it on so that they go, oh, whoa, it worked when you got here.
Right.
So make sure you're always turning the system on with the client. That way we know. That's right,
Yeah.
before and after the call. So we make our way to the equipment, okay? We're gonna do our tune-up, and we're gonna do it really well. We're gonna clean the equipment more than anybody else probably ever would have.
Yeah.
Right? You wanna see it shiny. You wanna let them know that you're doing a great job.
Absolutely.
And actually, like, take the gas valve out, take a blower out if you got the time, and really wow the client.
Yeah.
But let them know you're going to do that, right? Because they don't want to come downstairs to rip apart furnace, go, what the hell are you doing?
Right.
Let them know that you're going to take pride in being thorough today. You're going to make sure that you hit all the points, and that they're not going to have problems in the near future.
Right.
We can make sure it's all done today. So we'll go through this checklist, and hey, if you want, you can involve your client and have them right there with you. So we're going to go through this checklist, and we're going to see what's within range, what's out of range per this checklist, and make sure that we have a good way of relaying that to the client, right?
Absolutely. And if we have a part that's starting to come out of range, we just inform, the client that, hey, this part's coming out of range, it's working now. Can't tell if it's working later. Is this something you want to take care of now so we don't have a hot or cold day in the home?
That's right, and the verbiage is super important. You don't want to be finding stuff, okay? You're going to be the asshole that finds a bunch of problems.
Yeah.
But if you notice something that's out of place, hey, I happen to notice this or that, then you're doing good things, you're helping them.
Yeah.
And you can open yourself up to that with your explore step. Your explore step is going to be like, hey, Zach, I take pride in being very thorough, and I'm going to make sure I hit all the points today. If I notice something that's out of place, should I let you know or just write it down?
I'd appreciate if you let me know so we can figure out if it's something we need to take care of at the time.
Cool. Usually I go throughout the whole house, make sure there's good airflow in all the rooms. Do I have permission to go throughout the whole house today?
Absolutely.
Perfect. So now you've opened up yourself to going throughout the whole house. You're making sure that the client is happy. When you go to tell them, hey, there's some things that aren't looking so good here, they've already affirmed that they want you to do that.
Correct.
You're not just going to be, telling them what's wrong. You're going to be helping them, and then you can provide them a solution for that problem. So we've gone through the system assessment. We did our tune-up and filled out all the parameters and stuff. Now let's go to the present step, right?
Yeah.
Usually, if it's accessible, let's bring the client over there. Have them see what you've done, have them see what you cleaned, and then you can show them exactly what's wrong with the equipment and what needs to be done.
Right.
And then that's where you say, hey, you know what? No worries. I came up with a few solutions for you today. Let's see if anything works, right? Boom.
Sounds great.
Just like that. So the perfect tune-up consists of pulling up right, getting through the door right, doing your full checklist. This checklist is a tool, just like that wrench I threw in the bushes over there. It is a tool, okay? And it took me a long time to realize that.
Absolutely.
This is going to be what unlocks a lot of doors for you. And if
Yep.
you're doing it right, you're helping people. You're not
Yep.
just the asshole finding problems, okay? This right here is what allows you to explore and allows you to help the client. So we've done our tune-up, we've gone through the whole list, we've done our presentation. They probably went for our top option, right? Because you're so good at this. So you go through your whole tune-up. And then at the end of the tune-up, they get to have it. This is evidence.
Well, thank you. And I can save this for the next maintenance. And if I didn't move forward with that capacitor, I see is, about 3% low. We know next time if it's gotten any better or any worse, and then we
That's
can
right.
go from it.
That's right, dude.
I
You got it
appreciate
going
it.
on.
That's cool.
Full tune-up, start to finish, really easy breezy. We can dive into this further, a little more detailed in some aspects for some guys that want to know a little more. But this was just kind of a brief outline of what we do here at Elevated to set ourselves apart from the rest. Have a great day.